Well, at Portman Road today, Ipswich Town Women have beaten Plymouth Argyle 3-1. Alex Jones joined by Tom Cann for this one. Tom, it was always going to be a brilliant occasion. Everything went to plan on the pitch. Everything went to plan off the pitch. How was that?
Yeah, very well. Very successful day. Spoke to Joe Sheehan earlier in the week and he said he wanted to get off to a fast start, and boy did they do that. Everything about the day was excellently planned. It all went according to plan. Fantastic day.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of the game itself, then we'll talk through that one quickly. Town go in as heavy favourites. They're chasing promotion. Could go top of the league, is what everyone was talking about going into this one, in a position to go and challenge for a spot in the Women's Championship. Need to go make a marker. They go do that early on. Score, what is it? I think it's about 104 seconds, 1 minute 44 on the clock. Perfect start.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I don't think Lucy O'Brien will score an easier goal in her career. She said as much in her post-match press conference, but you know, she needed to be there. Fantastic hold-up play from Natasha Thomas. And yeah, they really got off to a fast start. It really got the crowd going. The noise was excellent after that. And then they just, you know, they had quite a comfortable half, really. Went on to score the second one through Natasha Thomas. She had a couple of chances to score earlier in the game. Couldn't take them, but she really attacked the ball for the second one. Made it 2-0 before half time, and quite a comfortable half for the girls.
Yeah, I feel like Natasha Thomas attacked the ball, almost got the goalkeeper in that one as well. But you've got to be really brave to go in for a header like that. And the way they controlled it, I think, was really impressive. The reverse game, I remember an even affair, went in 1-1 at half time. Yeah. This one, they obviously take the advantage. Probably you'd imagine that Joe Sheehan would have liked to have seen a little bit more from that one, given the gap in the table. They do go and get the third goal. Again, probably not Plymouth's goalkeeper covering herself in loads of glory with that one. No. But still, Sophie Pesquet has to be there. Yep. It's good positioning, good run from her, and she gets her goal. She's a brilliant player, isn't she?
She's outstanding, yeah. She had a great game. Up there, joint player of the match in my eyes with Lucy O'Brien. I mean, their defence just couldn't handle her. And I've seen it all season. She just runs past players as though they're not there. She's outstanding, and as you say, she had to be there. She got that goal that she deserved, and that's 3-0 to Ipswich Town. Pretty, simple from then on.
Yeah, it was job done at that point. We all knew that it wasn't as easy as that. No. We had a red card for an interesting incident. There was Plymouth captain, wasn't he, who pulled back? Who was it?
Elkie Bowyer got around her, just dragged her to the floor. Yeah,
so straight red card for that one, but instead of another Town goal, it was Plymouth who got one back, and again, maybe not one that Town want to see back too much.
No, uncharacteristic from Nat Negri. I feel for her because she's only conceded 8 league goals all season coming into this one, 11 clean sheets, on the verge of it because she didn't have anything else to do in this game. Literally nothing. I don't think she made a single save, and just a scuffed pass. Felt it, and it is still quite a good finish from the Plymouth player. Far out, managed to still sort of bend it in. Actually, so give her a deuce for that. But yeah, she'll be disappointed to have conceded. But as Joe said, it didn't matter. Thankfully, in the outcome of the game, it just didn't have any bearing on it. So if they'd have gone on to get another one, then it would have been a little bit tense, but thankfully they didn't, and they didn't really ever trouble Ipswich's goal.
Yeah, two main talking points then, I guess, to kind of wrap up here. Firstly, day as a whole experience, and coming to Portman Road and playing here is not something that the Tractor Girls like to do too much. Playing over in Felixstowe, so it does have that special feeling to it. And I mean, there were so many people there. You had the players who were out there for ages. We were waiting in there for one to be brought up post-match to come talk to us and trying to get them away from the crowd. Look, we'll wait as long as they need to, because just letting them have their moment in the sun to meet all the fans, inspire a next generation, that's what we want to see. And in terms of ticking that box, one of the 2 big ones that they want to do from today, they absolutely did that, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely they did. And, it's so many people would have been to their first women's game today. so many young fans going to watch the games. And obviously Felixstowe is not an easy place to get to for a lot of people on Sunday. Sunday's also not a great day for people to go and watch some football. So to be able to have over 10,000 more than what they had last season on a Sunday here at Portman Road means absolutely everything to them, I'm sure. So yeah, they'll be really, they'll look back on this day as being really special.
Yeah, and it's special in terms of what they've been able to achieve in front of this crowd, but on the league table as well. Now things are starting to ramp up, and we've talked about this team going for promotion this season. This is going to be the year. They didn't crack the playoffs last year. Going for the title this year, it's hard to get out this year. You have to be really, really good and really, really consistent. And it looks like there's two teams really in this league. Ipswich got the win. # United were beaten at Gwalia, and that means that Town are top on goal difference. The crucial part is that Town have 2 games in hand, 4 left to play. So by the time that by the time that # next play, you could be in a position where Ipswich Town Women are pretty much on the verge. I don't think they could do it mathematically, but on the verge of promotion to the Championship. This is something that's in sight for them now.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I don't think anyone expected Gwalia to beat # no disrespect to Gwalia, but they are, you know, fighting for their lives down there, which is probably why they got a result, because I mean, they were a tough match for Ipswich last week. Obviously, they've got Ipswich again next week at the Martello Ground in Felixstowe. But yeah, # have been on such a good run, built up so many wins, and for them to lose 2-0, it extends the goal difference as well by 4. So that's now plus 26 on #.
Not catching that.
No. So, and you know, they've got 2 games now in hand over #. If they win both of them, mathematically not up, but all but up. Yeah.
So there you go. This is really the time, isn't it? With this team, it feels like it. We can't say for sure. We can't say they're going to be a women's championship side next season, but if you've not really followed this team before, you've not watched too much of them, if you were there today to watch them or came last year for the first time, I think it shows the trajectory that this team are on, and that's pretty exciting, I think. And you've seen this with the men's team. Obviously, probably isn't going to work out the way that we're hoping to with that regard, but to have that kind of buzz and the excitement around the women's team doing something really, really special, get involved, come watch these players, because they've been absolutely excellent all season. Hopefully now 4 more games and they can get it over the line. Loads more coverage to come from us of the women's team between now and the end of the season. Fingers crossed it'll end with the promotion, but brilliant afternoon here at Portman Road. We'll see you next time.